What's going on, guys? So we better late than never. Y'all know I was gonna bring this review to y'all. And the BET Awards came through and just fucked up everybody's night. But anyway, here we are again for another episode review of Pose. Okay, I was about to say poise, but it's Pose, bitch. Um, so this was another good episode. It wasn't as much, but it was touching on a lot of stuff. Um, I like the fact that just about every episode that we have watched of Pose, that they have put in there some way, slid in there the importance and significance of HIV and the AIDS virus, and trying to get yourself either protect yourself or to get yourself tested. We saw that go on in one storyline. Another storyline was, because the episode is called Fever, the fever. The things that people go through when they trying to get and enhance their bodies, and they can't go about it the normal way, which is the legal way, which is the medical way, which is the professional way. Okay, they have to go down the back alley or somebody's basement, somebody's apartment, and get it done, especially the transsexual, transgender women who men too, who get their testosterone shots or their estrogen shots, their hormone shots or whatever on the black market, or underground or for somewhere else, and it can be dangerous amounts of this and dangerous amounts of that. And I love the fact that this episode put that in there about how you have to literally be careful in the things that you do. Okay, so the episode focused on, when we first started, it's Candy. Candy is feeling some type of way with Electra. She is fed the fuck up with her, okay? She's been fed up with her. And it's funny how they played this role in the first episode where Blanca was the first person to actually step out from underneath Electra and her rule or whatever. But yet you had Candy making fun of her, you had Lulu making fun of her, and of course you had the two little dudes who are like the young pups of it, who literally probably scared of Electra, so therefore their best bet is to just, suck up to her because they really have nowhere else to go. My bad, y'all. And so you see them disowning and looking down on Blanca for the way that she stepped up to Electra, but then just about each episode afterwards, we seen Lulu with, she was at the bar with Blanca and saying how she can't stand Electra, but she ain't got nowhere else to go right now. Okay, and she ain't finna go to no startup shit. She going to something that's already established. That's what she was saying. Okay, and then you have in this episode Candy, who was tired of Electra too, and to the point where she was almost about to beat Electra's ass had they not blocked her, all right? Because Electra has a way of putting people down just to build herself up. And Candy told her about herself. And I'm so glad that she did because it was so needed. Um, oh, hold on. So, it was needed. So, I'm sorry, I had to go do something. That's why I cut the thing off. It caught me off guard. But anyway, happy Pride to everybody, too. So, Katie wanted to walk in this category that was for the voluptuous and juicy bodies or whatever. And she ain't got nobody like that. She ain't slim thick, she ain't slim cute. She cute, but she just slim, okay? And she didn't fit in this category. And even though Electra was coming down on her and being rude as shit, she was trying to save her the embarrassment, okay? And she just went on out there and she said, fuck this shit. And Pray Tell told her ass off, and the whole ballroom was just going off about, girl, what the fuck? Why are you here? You ain't got no body. You literally look like a little boy in a dress and stuff like that. That's how they were saying it. And so she was basically humiliated. She was shamed. She left there crying. Angel came out there and she was like, girl, regardless of the fact that I'm not in the house of abundance no more, I still care about you, okay? I can still care about you and feel things for you. So they're about to go to, because they had this heart to heart about how it's okay and it's so much easier for Angel because she can pass. She can pass wherever she go, and Candy can't pass. And I know, somebody probably gonna bring up the light in the dark too, but in this instance, I don't think it's that. I really feel as though she's talking about, the features and not looking so, I guess, boyish and, Angel do have a softer feminine look or whatever, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But to be quite honest, when I first saw this show, I didn't know that I thought Candy was actually a biological woman. Like, she can pass to me if you ask me. I mean, I'm drunk, but still she can pass, for the most part. Okay. Lulu can pass too. So I guess it's just playing on the insecurity that a lot of transgender people have, and being trapped in a body that they feel like they was born in that's the wrong one, and not having too many options to do anything about it because they can't afford it. And so not feeling secure enough with themselves until they have that operation, or they make some enhancements to at least get themselves closer to what they think, not think, what they know they supposed to be like in their minds and stuff like that. And the body that they supposed to have been born in, what they see is acceptable to them. And so Angel took her to this doctor named Clarice, and she was talking about she get her silicone from the doctors, and she used to work with this white doctor and see what he did, and she know all the procedures and all this stuff, and showing how she had a setup in her apartment, okay? And she had up on the walls, all her success stories and stuff like that. And of course, they was a little, concerned or whatever. But then they wanted to get it done, and Angel had, mind you, Angel was the one that suggested it, but Angel was the one that was so apprehensive towards the whole process. And she had even told Candy that her man liked her like she is, and we saw the little flashback to when they was talking about it, and how if his wife is thick or whatever, and he was saying that she naturally is thick. Well, now she's naturally curvy after the kids, and he was like, he just like Angel the way that she is. Okay, fine. So Candy was about to get her little operation done, and then until Miss Clarice said, "Bitch, it's $1,000," and she was like, "Wait a minute, I thought you said you was gonna give me the discounted price. What type of what is this?" She was like, "This is the discounted price, okay, baby. Unless you want to go somewhere else that's gonna fill you up with a whole bunch of other shit that you don't know, this what you gonna have to get." So I'm thinking that they got the operation right. Candy show back up to the ballroom. Her and Electra, they get into it once again, because Electra once again was trying to say, Electra in this moment, she was rude as fuck again, but yet she was still trying to save Candy that embarrassment from all those people out there. And sure enough, she got embarrassed again, because they clocked her tea and knew that what she had on was fake stuff. I had thought she actually got the stuff done. No, baby, she was stuffed. Okay, she had a padding on in her butt, and she had some socks or whatever on her bra to make her titties big or whatever. Called her out on that, and Angel wound up taking her. They found this other lady who was a little bit cheaper, and you could just tell that she didn't got some secondhand stuff done. Okay. And their first inclination that something was gonna go wrong should have been when the lady said, "Oh, Miss Clarice, she do her. I got the same shit that Miss Clarice got, but I get my shit cheaper from Honduras, and I add my own little stuff to it." And it was like, what little stuff you talking about? You be adding to it and stuff like that. "Oh, I can't give away my secrets and stuff like." I said, "Wait a minute." That would have told me, first of all, you wouldn't have had me doing no shit like that, because, baby, I got medical insurance. Second of all, if I had to go that route and I needed to get something done, I would never stay after hearing some shit like that. And that just shows the desperateness that some people have to get the body that they want, that they will go through these back channels and these back alleys and have their body filled up with a whole bunch of stuff. And then I'm so glad that they showed the actual effects that this may have on your body. You putting a foreign substance in your body, okay? And these people are not legally medical professions to do some stuff like that. They don't have a license. They don't have the cleanest areas. All she did was put, I'm surprised that they showed her sterilizing the needle a little bit, but still, you don't know exactly what it is that she put up in that needle to make her that can interact with your body. And at least, oh girl, the first one was saying, I have to put it a certain way so that it won't get into your bloodstream, and then if that happens, you don't want this to happen and all this stuff. The other girl just wanted to go ahead and put it in her. And I said, and she went on ahead and gave her that money. She came back, she had her little work done, she wanted her titties done and her ass, some hips. Okay, she came back to the balls, got her tens and stuff, and fell the fuck out because she was complaining about it being hot. The shit didn't get into her. She had an infection or whatever. And at this moment, when her and Electra was about to get that fight, they had quit. She quit. Or Electra claimed that she fired her, but then it was Electra who was taking care of her once she got sick and got her some antibiotics and stuff like that. And she was like, you don't give a damn about me, so, and I quit or whatever. She was like, actually you was fired, but you're usually boring and all this stuff, but I can use that. So she was just playing about that whole thing about her being fired because she was just in her feelings at that moment. And so because of all the stuff that was going on in her life. And so she helped her out with that, and they come to some type of reasoning because they had a bonding moment. And in Electra's storyline this episode, we get to see a more humanistic side of her, and her not being so rude and all this stuff and so haughty. And like Candy had to tell her, you don't want children, you want subjects, okay? The thing of the matter is, you walk around here, you're the worst house mother that there's ever been, okay? And you walk around here like you're really the queen, and we're just your subjects, okay? Excuse me, I apologize. And that's not how it's supposed to be. And I said, go off, Candy. And she was like, you don't live in the same world that I live in. I wake up every day seeing myself and hating who I see in the mirror. And she was like, bitch, you don't know nothing about me because listen, do you really think that I was a butterfly? The way Electra be talking in this, she be accenting everything, girl. It just be killing me. But it be funny at the same time. I be like, bitch, go off. And I guess that's her persona, to make her feel important. So she puts on that little accent and accents every word that she says. Okay? And it's like a staccato, like ta 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 ta. So she was just telling her, do you think I was born a butterfly? No, girl, I had to get to where I'm at, okay? And I'm still not even where I really want to be, and I'm not happy about it. She was like, girl, what is it that you ain't got to be happy about? She said, you know exactly what it is, what's between my legs, okay? And it was like, I thought you said you was cool with it. Because earlier, we seen Electra come into her little penthouse place, and we seen her man, her gigolo, her sugar daddy, her dude, who I guess was supposed to have been out of town, in London, and I think he's married because he was like, we've been together longer than both my marriages combined, and they've been together for 10 years. And after, he came in and literally got what he wanted to get out of her, she was asking for some money to do her little transitional surgery, and he was like totally against it because he's really here for what's between her legs. He said, I don't understand what it is, but you having a dick down there, this is literally what he said, makes his dick hard, okay? And I was like, oh, all right, you just put it out there. You like what you like, and that's just what it is. And he was like, that's you getting a surgery or whatever that's changing who you are, and I guess what makes him attracted to her. And, she was like, okay. He kind of convinced her in the moment, not really, but made her say, if she basically want to continue living this lifestyle, I guess reality hit her like if she, change herself, her benefactor is going to move on to somebody else who has exactly what he wants and have no problem staying that way. And she was just going around thinking that it was okay and that she would be okay with that until she had this heart to heart with Candy finally, and she told her the truth. No, I'm not okay with it. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and she had it's like a light bulb aha moment. Bitch, fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and make it in my life the way that I need to make it, and I'm going to do it. If I have to live this life, I'm going to live this life the way that I need to live this life and what I need to do to make myself comfortable. And we see, oh my God, I just realized this, okay? Because she's 40 years old, and she was like, you can trade me in for a younger model or whatever. And he claimed that he ain't gonna do that, but niggas, that's how they are. But the comparing contrasting of this episode when it comes to this subject of trying to get these, the surgeries and the body formations and all that stuff, enhancements and stuff, we see one going about it the legal way, in the correct way, the medical way, where you have the staff on deck and people there that know what they're doing, and if something goes wrong, they can help them, whatever. In the actual doctor in the actual hospital, which we're probably going to see next week, and then going through the dilemma of whether or not she should get it or not, and she has the opportunity to actually get it, whereas you have someone else that does not have that same means, so they have to go through the back alley and get theirs underhand and, the more dangerous way. And it's literally showing like a classism type of thing. Electra is in this class and then they're in this class because they can't afford stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just put that two and two together. That was a good look. But she did decide at the end that she gonna go ahead and get her surgery. So that's what's up. The whole thing with Damon, he was at his dance class. He was doing good. The teacher, Helena, I guess she's off her stuff. Blanca had to come down there and talk to her in the last episode, because when she kicked him out, and she was just basically trying to tell him, this is all that he got. This is what he's been looking forward to. Please don't kick him out or whatever, because she said, you know, uh, something was coming up in the spring where they're going to have to make some cuts. And Damon is not making a cut, most likely. But obviously, he did, because he's still there and he's doing well in the class. And we get that first thing where, he's getting back on Helena's good side. She's giving him compliments. And he wanted to be in the spring festival, the spring dance, I guess, recital. And she was like, first of all, it's for the seniors, you're juniors, so therefore no, but I'll still let you come to the audition. And apparently, when he gets this good news, next thing you know, he wakes up and he has a fever. He's just sick, he's coughing. Blanca is concerned because she was like, I don't see or hear nothing about a flu going around, so where's this coming from? And his temperature is like 102, and she just asking all these questions about whether or not, he was out there having sex, did something happen, was he using protection all the time, was everything okay with Ricky, and all these questions. And he was like, why do you want to know about my sex life and all this stuff? That's personal and shit like that. And it just shows the naivety of Damon when it comes to this whole sexual aspect of his life, and how young-minded he is, and how ill-informed he is about the dangers that comes with having an active sex life when you're not using protection all the time. Okay, because he said at one point the condom did break, or they actually forgot to use one or something like that. At least one time we know they had unprotected sex, him and Ricky. And you know you have Blanca coming in there trying to check on him. You had Angel coming in there checking on him. And then you have Ricky coming in there checking on them. And Blanca, unbeknownst to us, she was standing behind the door, or I should say unbeknownst to them, listening to their conversation. And Ricky was just being a doting boyfriend, trying to take care of him, taking his temperature. His fever hasn't broken yet. And, was wondering, I think he asked Blanca, not Blanca, asked Angel, why would Blanca ask about the HIV, well, not HIV, well, whether or not he was protected and stuff like that, and about the sex thing. And she was just telling them, because she was scared that you might have the virus, and this is how it starts off with a flu, and then it manifests into something else and all this stuff. And so it just made him really, really concerned. And that's when he started talking to Ricky and asking about how many partners has he had and all this stuff. Has he ever got tested? And they just going off. And it was like he had like 50 partners and stuff like that, and he don't think he got it. And then, Blanca was over there talking to Pray Tell about the whole thing that was going on. And Pray Tell even admitted to Blanca that he hasn't gotten tested in a while either. He used to go every month, but he stopped getting tested after he found out about Costa and after he passed away. I don't know if he passed away, but after he got it. And basically Blanca, we hear Blanca, and this is like the conversation that does happen. You have people that don't get tested, don't want to know their status for anything, not just HIV, not just AIDS, not just STDs or STIs or whatever. They don't want to know what's going on with them because they would rather live in the dark and just live out their days. And if something happens, it happens. It's scary for them. Okay. And that is not the way to live, because you probably would have had something that was so small that you could have got fixed right then and there, cleared up, and lived your life. And it's because you were scared or you didn't want to go to the doctor and get yourself checked out. You let that small thing get bigger and bigger and bigger, and now you on a life or death situation right now. And Blanca, on the other hand, because she went and got, she's so much more self-aware, and her whole mission in life right now is, I'm gonna be the mother of this house, and I'm gonna be a real mother, and I'm gonna tell them, you have to protect yourself, you have to do this, you have to do that, because she don't want to see anybody else going down the same path that she's went down, and she wants to avoid spreading that, and she wants, them to take care of themselves and also the people that they're with. And I was like, I like this, I like these ideas that's coming in, these different views on the perspectives on the subject. His pray tells, I want to be blissfully ignorant, at this point, because of the things that he's been through, and so many partners and friends that he knows who went to the hospital and had the HIV. And he was even saying that you get on the AZT, and I seen people that passed away because of the AZT, because it made them sicker than the actual illness. All right. And that happens sometimes, especially like when you have cancer and then you get on chemo and all the medications and stuff. It makes you sicker than the actual, and people sometimes do perish because of that. But it's still, I need to know what's going on with my body. Okay, I need to know what this ache and this pain is going on. Before it get bigger, because it's probably something that could have been taken care of, and that's where Blanca is coming from. But Pray Tell, Blanca's words got to Pray Tell, and Pray Tell gathered up all the boys, Poppy, Ricky, and Damon, because Damon is finally feeling better. He's finally back in school. Apparently, he got the little spring dance, and I was like, that's good, that's good. So he's going to stay there. And Pray Tell was basically like, we all going to get tested. They go get tested. They get their results. Poppy, I did not know Poppy was not gay, or, I thought he was gay. I did. But apparently, because you don't never really, you don't see that many, especially in this day and age. You do have some who don't have a problem with being around gay men, and I'm talking about straight men being around gay men, and their masculinity is not, threatened or whatever. But he did say back in when he first was homeless, whatever, he let some dudes suck his dick or whatever. But he said he equal opportunity. Now I don't know if he fucked any niggas or whatever, but he has been doing stuff with women. So practically, I would just probably put him out there as bisexual then at that moment. But he said he let some dudes, suck his dick for cash. So, cause then Damon, once again, another ignorant, thought of the time back then. You sleeping with women, you can't get it from a woman, or you can't pass it to a woman if you sleeping with women. And that's not it, because women could get it. And that's probably where they really start, wanting to do something, when the women start getting HIV. Girl, it's a mess how they treated this whole thing. I love the fact when Pray Tell was talking about it, and he was like, the president won't even say AIDS, won't even call it AIDS and stuff like that. I said, thank you. When I was looking at the documentary, he would never say it. I said, oh, you better speak that truth, man. And they went to go get tested. Come to find out, everybody is clean. Everybody is negative, I should say. And this kind of scared Ricky a little bit. He said, I'm going to be more careful than what I do. But Pray Tell, come to find out, they tested him twice, tested his blood sample twice or whatever, just to be sure. And he is positive. And his reaction, baby, when he said, just let me get myself together before I go out there to the boys. And he lied to them to keep a straight face and said that he was negative. And he even told Blanca that. But then when he was talking to Blanca, he finally went on ahead and told her the truth. And that was so heartbreaking. And that was just, oh my God, that scene just really, really, really got to me. And I love the fact that he has a friend, and Blanca has a friend in him, and he has a friend in her, that are going to be there and see each other through this whole thing. And I'm just like, everybody needs someone in their life, a support system, where it's just, it can be one person, 10 people, but you need somebody. And I like the fact that he got at least that one person that's going to be there. They both got at least that one person, okay? And they're not trying to throw pity parties for themselves. They're going to try to continue to live their lives, okay, and not let it stop them. And I love that. I love that. And also, we get this scene with Angel. She's with her man. She with Stan, baby. Was I the only one who thought Stan was about to flip the fuck out on her? Okay. I thought Stan was about to flip the fuck out on Angel, because Angel and him was in that house, in that apartment, getting drunk as fuck. You know, they finna get ready to get it in. She sucking his dick. The dick won't get hard. And she was like, is it okay? Is it the drugs? I said, y'all up there doing drugs and shit? He was like, no, it's the whiskey. Come on, just keep going. And so she kept going, and it just wouldn't do nothing. And then Angel, because her insecurities was getting the best of her too, she just started going. Ever since then, she just kept in her mind what Stan was saying about the wife being a little curvier and all this stuff. And so she's going off and was like, oh, because you like your wife better than me. You like her. You fucked before you came over here to your mistress or whatever. Is it I'm a fad? Is I'm a you done with me or whatever? I seen this too many times. You know, I was a little thrilled for you for a minute, and now that little thrill is over and done with. You don't like me like that no more. And he was like, that ain't even a fucking problem, okay? Shit just happened. It was like, um, you the last time we was getting it in, you couldn't barely get it up until you touched my dick. And it was like, and I told you that I don't even like that. It was like, I did that for you. No, you did that for you because I don't like that, and you know that. And I was like, what is it? I need you to tell me the truth. She was like, bitch, you're not getting no pussy until you tell me the motherfucking truth, bitch. She put her robe on. I said, come through, Miss Angel. Come on, get the truth out of him. He said back in the day when he was in college or some shit like that, he used to watch the porns and all this stuff, go to the little porn shop or whatever, and it was this one section that kind of was all to the side, and the magazine was in a brown paper bag or whatever. He pulled it flat back and it said she-males, okay? And he said he don't know what it was, but once he saw it, it just made him flushed, and it made his dick hard. She said, so I'm just a magazine fantasy or whatever that you wanted to try out. Is that what it is? She went completely off, and I'm not sure at this point if that's what it is with Stan. Bitch, I thought he was finna flip, okay? And be like, bitch, she told him to get out the apartment. She said, get out of my apartment. I was waiting for Stan to say, your apartment? Bam, bitch, this my shit. I pay the money on this. It's my name on the goddamn lease, okay? I'm gonna stay where the fuck I want to stay. I'm so glad he didn't flip off like that, okay? Because I was just sitting here, woo, what happening? But then at the end of the episode, we see Angel going back to Miss Clarice to get her little, silicone injections. And I said, girl, did y'all hear when the other lady told Candy, I'm going to give you 4 shots, but I want you to start, once I put them in there, I want you to move them around before they get hard. I ain't got time. That was posed tonight, okay? I'm sorry once again that it was late. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about this episode. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. And I will see you guys later today. Peace. Because it's after 12 o'clock. So technically it's Monday. I'll see y'all later. Peace.